Yo, what is going on, you guys? yugioh here, and today we're going to be going over this combo that you guys need to know if you're planning on playing tenpai post Infinite Forbidden, guys. This is going to be the absolute goo, the best way to go ahead and play this deck going first, actually. So go ahead and take a quick look. But before we do, guys, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and we'll go ahead and get right into it. No more beating around the bush, guys. So this is your average starting hand, of course, playing the tenpai dragon strategy, of course. This is not the most optimal build for it, but I want to go ahead and, of course, show this to you guys. So we're gonna go ahead, activate the Sangan summoning. We're gonna go ahead and activate the effect. Is there an activate button? Declare. Cool. So activate Sangan summoning, right? So we go ahead and search through our deck, hit view, and we're gonna go ahead and get out our copy of the tenpai dragon Pydra. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add the dragon Pydra to our hand. Again, we're going first, so we're gonna go ahead and we don't have a battle phase, basically what I'm trying to say. So now that we got Pydra in our hands, guys, we're gonna go ahead and normal summon out the Pydra. We're gonna go ahead and activate the Pydra effect to go ahead and search out our copy of the brand new trap card coming into the deck, Sangan Kaihu, into our hand, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and add it directly to our hands. We can still go ahead and set it, I believe, to your hand or set, yeah. So we can go ahead and set it, and this card is absolutely ridiculous for the tenpai strategy. Basically, what it does is skip to your opponent's entire main phase 1 as long as they control more monsters than you control fire dragon monsters, which is really good because the way you are going to sequence this is going to make a lot of sense here just in a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and set this card, and remember, all we need to do to make sure that this combo goes off is that we need to be able to go ahead and special summon the Heavenly Dragon Sphere. So we're gonna go ahead and special summon out our Chandra, then we're gonna send these two to the graveyard to special summon our copy of the Heavenly Spheres. We're gonna go ahead and special summon that in attack mode, of course, right over here. We can, of course, set the Forbidden Drawback, but that's something that we're gonna be looking to do. Right, so here is how it works. So we're gonna wait for our opponent to have 2 monsters on the board. Once our opponent has 2 or more monsters on the board, we are good to go. As long as we have something, we can go ahead and flip back face up. We can also, of course, target a card that we control, because it only says target one, not even target, return one face of card or field to the hand. So we can actually go ahead and return back our Sangan summoning in the event we want to go ahead and do that. Plus, this is going to allow us to go ahead and skip the main phase 1 anyway, so we are good to go. So we're actually going to go ahead and wait for our opponent, of course, to have 2 monsters on the board. Let's just say that they have, let's go ahead and grab 2 monsters from our deck, right, guys? Let's go ahead and special summon. Okay, so our opponent has 2 monsters on the field, and something else we can go ahead and spin back or bounce back, or we just go ahead and do our Sangan summoning. So we're going to activate the effect of the Heraldic Seal Heavenly Spheres, tributing it for cost, of course, and then on resolution we are going to be able to go ahead and bounce back, so add back the Sangan summoning, and it's gonna allow us to special summon, right? So we're gonna special summon 1 dragon monster from our hand or deck. So we're gonna actually go ahead and summon out the Fadra. Let's go ahead and get the one from our deck, because that would be most realistic. Realistically, we're not gonna have a Fadra in the hand all the time, even though, unless you're me, in which case you see Fadra every stinking turn, right? So we're gonna go ahead and activate. Triggers are as follows. Chain Link 1 is gonna be Fadra to special summon 1 from the graveyard. So we're gonna go ahead and do Chandra. Chain Link 2, we're gonna go ahead and activate the copy of Sangan Kaihu. This is gonna be our Chain Link 2, mainly because now, currently, as the board represents, our opponent does control more monsters than we do, and this card reads, during the main phase, if all monsters you control are fire dragon monsters, which is correct, and your opponent controls more monsters than you do, end the main phase. If 3 or more attacks have been declared, this turn, you can banish a card from your graveyard. So we already have that going for ourselves, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and have that resolve, and then we're gonna special summon out our copy of Chandra. Now, because this resolved while we only had 1 monster in the field, of course, we now have skipped effectively our opponent's main phase 1, so we're gonna go ahead and send this out to the graveyard, and then once that was all their main phase 1, not draw phase. Then once they go, of course, battle phase, which they didn't have to do because the main phase 1 gets skipped. Now we can go ahead and start synchro summoning, so we can actually go ahead and use these 2 to go ahead and special summon out the Biden Dragon effect. It's going to go ahead and special summon back out the Pydra, special summon that. Activate Pydra effect to go ahead and search out another copy of the Sangan Kaiman to add to our hand. There we go. So now we have immediate follow-up, plus we did bounce back the Sangan summoning, and then of course quick synchro summon again to make our Transcendent Dragion. So go ahead and send this to the grave. and send to the grave to go ahead and special summon out our copy of Sengenpai Transcendent Dragon. Now realistically our opponent's not going to have 2,000-3,000 attack monsters right off the bat, because they're probably going to have what, Snake Eye Ash, Snake Eye Poplar, or they're going to have like a Mirror Sword Knight or a Baphomet, and they're playing that, or a Aluber and a Quem, something along those lines we're going to be looking to see. So I think it's fantastic, because this card immediately makes all your opponents monsters have to be turned to attack position if you want them to, which you will activate, of course. Your opponent can't activate anything during the battle phase, so you only have you effectively skip their main phase 1. Also, you are effectively skipping their battle phase, because then they have to attack into this card with some weak monsters, maybe a Poplar. Again, Poplar and Ash is going to be more than enough. Even if they have the Witch and Ash, or Ash, Witch, Poplar, then they have to go ahead and attack with all 3, and they're taking all that damage. In addition to, guys, you have, of course, the guaranteed follow-up. You have Transcendent Dragon, which is a ridiculous card in and of itself, guys. And then if 3 or more attacks were declared this turn, you can go ahead and special summon back your Biden Dragon or your Sengenpai Dragon in the event to go ahead and get rid of it. So honestly, I just think that's really cool, of course. And then you go ahead and shuffle, and then you draw for turn Chandra, and then you go clean off and you just kill them, because then they'll have no monster on the field and you just outright kill them from there. Easy peasy, guys. I think this is absolutely ridiculous combo. You guys have to go ahead and make sure that you know. I have seen, of course, other people do it where they're searching out instead of the Chandra. If you already have that, then you can go ahead and go into Tenpai Dragon Genroku, which is a really good card. So let me go ahead and show you guys more or less the deck list that I'm playing with right now. Again, it's nothing perfect, but at least want to go ahead and show you guys how it would look. So here we are, guys, for the deck list. Now I did have to go ahead and switch from Dueling Book to yugioh Pro. Unfortunately, Dueling Book was having some wonky stuff going on. So anyway, here we are, guys. So the new cards that are going to be coming out are, of course, Dora Draco, which is a phenomenal card overall for the deck. This card, if it's normal summon, you can add any level 4 lower fire dragon monster. So you add Chandra and you're chilling from there, because Chandra special summons itself as long as you control a fire dragon monster, which is what Dora Draco is. And this is not a tuner, but this is a tuner, so it gets you to a free level 7, which is bonkers. So 3 copies of Dora Draco are mandatory, of course, as I believe. So once per turn, you get to also excavate copy card Zeg. You get to go ahead and gain 1,000 attack. It doesn't really do that much else, but it does charge you Chandras. It does get you some immediate plays, which is another normal summon and starter we have for the strategy. We play 2 more copies of the Genroku, which is, again, a phenomenal card. I don't think we saw it in the combo, but it's something that you can definitely go ahead and use to turbo out either any of your Tenpai Dragon monsters, as this guy is absolutely fantastic. So if this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, so even if you add it through the summoning or the Sengen Kaiman as well, guys, you are going to be able to go ahead and activate the effect to special summon itself as a tuner, which is fantastic, of course. Then you can increase its level by 1, making it a level 4 tuner, which is exactly what the deck needs. And then you go ahead and do some additional stuff with this card. You go ahead and synchro summon with it, or you can actually go ahead and tribute this card, special summon 1 Tenpai Dragon monster from your deck. So you can actually go ahead and summon out the Fadra, special summon this guy back out from the graveyard. You can special summon out the Chandra, attack with Chandra effect, special summon Fadra from the deck. So you have so much utility with this card. And then of course the one big showcase of the combo, the new Sengen Kaihu, which we can go ahead and search out with the Tenpai Dragon Pydra, or by Dora as it was. So with the Pydra, of course, being able to go ahead and search out the any spell trap with Tenpai or Sengen, I think it's not Tenpai, it's Sengen, right? But all the Sengens are, all the Tenpai Dragon spell traps are whatever. You guys get what I mean. So there's not really a need necessarily to go ahead and play 3 Pydra, because you go ahead and supplement that with the Genroku, which I really like. So it adds some potential space to open up either additional space for non-engine as well. It does seem to get a little bit more packed as far as actual engine is concerned. So not sure that's something that we're going to be seeing down the line. But again, I just want to go ahead and give you guys a quick deck list so you guys more or less see how the deck should potentially look. Again, in my eyes, if you guys have any additional comments or concerns or anything you would add onto the deck, anything that I'm missing, let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about it together. Without further ado, hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see y'all in the next one.